countdown's done. Right? Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Today, we are going to talk about a topic of Chinese date selection. And for those of you, if you've never heard of Chinese date selection, it's basically the idea that not every day holds the same kind of energy, especially for you. Like today's energy will interact with my astrological chart, and by this I mean Chinese astrological chart. Today's energy interacts with me based on my chart differently from all of you guys, because your birth chart is also different. And Chinese date selection has been it's been a big part of the spiritual living tools in Asian community. Not just the Chinese have it. In India, the Vedic astrologers, they also do date selection as well, although I'm not trained in that one, right? So based on your Chinese astrological chart, especially the year that you are born and the day that you are born, it will determine what are good days for you for your money days. That's the focus of today's live stream, of today's training. Again, this training used to be behind a paid program, my annual feng shui workshops, and only members in that annual group had access to this training before. But now I'm making it public because I just wanted to start giving everyone more tools to help you align, not just with the best feng shui energies, but also with the best timing for you to do your most important money related activities. When it comes to your career activities, right? Let's say asking for a raise, let's say sending out a resume. Your business activities, let's say a really good day for you to do your to launch a sales campaign, and potentially investment. Now, I have a disclaimer that my lawyer wants me to say, and this is honestly my belief as well. Date selection is not make or break. Date selection is a nice to have. It is a luxury to be able to select dates. I completely acknowledge that. So if you've been job hunting, but you were given an interview date and it happens to not be a good day for you, does it mean you won't get the job, or does it mean you should decline that meeting? No. The day might not be good for you astrologically. That just means you need to prepare yourself even more. Let's say research on the industry, research on the company a little bit more. Be more prepared for the interview, right? Date selection gives you that additional boost so that the important activities that you're going to do, excuse me, will have that additional 10%, 15%, maybe 20% of success, chance of success. It boosts you up. It is not make or break. Can you please put it on the chat? Not make or break, to make sure that you're hearing me here. Those of you on TikTok as well, you guys need to chat a little bit more in there. The chat is a little bit quiet. Okay, so let me just quickly share with you. My first, most memorable experience with date selection. So this is almost 20 years ago when I was working at a call center for an insurance company. Okay. The work was good and I was there for 2 years, and my performance was pretty good as well. But I knew I didn't want to stay in insurance forever. And so I started looking for other sales jobs, right? Thank you, not make or break. Thank you so much. Hey, Sylvia's here, not make or break, okay? And so while still at my call center job, I started looking for other opportunities, right? I didn't want to quit right away. I was married, I had a baby at that time. And so I sent out 5 resumes based on my power days, not just my money power days, but my career related power days. Okay? I sent out 5 resumes. And what I did with my resumes is, even though most of the resumes I sent out electronically, I also went above and beyond. I used FedEx or UPS to physically have my resume sent. Someone has to sign for it. So that means I had to call to the company. Usually it's a receptionist. Sometimes I get the department and I say, hey, I am interested in applying for this position. Who is the hiring manager? So I get the name of the hiring manager and I put it on my cover letter. And then I shipped it via FedEx or UPS. That was not cheap. It was like $20, $25 per mailing, right? So I only sent 5 where I chose the best dates. Out of the 5 resumes, I got called into 3 interviews. Okay, out of the 5, I got 3 interviews. Out of the 3 interviews, I got 2 job offers. And to be in a position where I could actually choose job offer A or job offer B, having not a lot of sales, demonstrated sales capability. Sure, I was in a call center, so my customer service skills are proven, but sales not so much. Plus it was IT sales, selling software and hardware, right? But imagine that out of 5 resumes, I got 2 job offers. Okay, so that is my first most memorable experience with date selection. And of course, after that, I started doing it with my husband, right? When there's like a really important meeting for work and all that, a really important email to send out to a higher up, not just any higher up, not the CEO. She was the VP of someone in his organization. So I chose the date and the time for him. So for those of you who are not familiar with me, my name is Safrina Kadri. I belong to a very well-revered feng shui lineage from China. I am 4th generation school of Grandmaster Tan Yang Wu. For most of you guys, that name, that school means nothing. But if you go to Asia and you talk to traditional classical feng shui circles, Grandmaster Tan Yang Wu is a name that people revere and respect, because feng shui up until that point was just mentor passing the knowledge down to a disciple, right? Just like a Karate Kid, right? We have Mr. Miyagi and what's the kid's name? I don't remember. Okay, that was how feng shui was passed down before. My grandmaster was the first one to open up a feng shui school and open the knowledge up to the public. And I'm actually getting a little bit of a goosebump here, because now I'm kind of doing what he's doing as well, because right now this date selection information, not to say you can't find it online, there are books around it too, but I haven't seen it presented the way I'm doing it here. So passing the taking the baton from my grandmaster, so to speak, in terms of not just one-on-one teaching, but to the public now. And so again, those of you who just joined me, go to this link below, bit.ly/PowerDaysCalendar, and I'm going to show you what you will get. you'll be getting, oops, you'll be getting a sample of my planner. Okay, and this is where we are going to go through step by step together to find your best dates. So let me just bring my iPad along here. All right. So you guys, those of you in your annual feng shui, you have your calendar on you? Put yes if you have. Those of you, if you're brand new to my date selection workshop, you've never done any date selection before, but you're curious, again, you can get your sample at Power Days calendar, bit.ly/Power Days calendar. I'm just gonna do that here. Okay. So we're not going to go through this page just yet, but we're gonna go here first. Okay, let me know if you guys can see the page. Okay, how to use the feng shui and astrology features of this calendar. So step 1. I'm gonna go straight in. We're only 10 minutes in. I don't want to just, do whatever, blah blah blah. We're gonna go straight into the content. You guys okay with that? Okay, Nanette got it. Awesome. Donna's here. Yay. Okay, so go to this website here. Oops. Bazi-calculator.com. This is not my website. It's not clickable. Yeah. You can't copy and paste? You should be able to. But it's basically Bazi, BAZI-calculator.com. And I am going to go into it with you guys. Okay. Oh. Hold on. Okay, so Perfugium says it's actually clickable. Okay, hold on. Let me just try to screen share so we can do it together. All right. Right. Okay, here. All right, from here, you don't need to put anything really, okay? Just put in your day, your month, and your year. And then the radio dials here, M is for male, F is for female. So if you're a lady, you're female, you click here. If you're a gentleman, you click M. So I'm just going to do a baby born today, okay? 2026, July 28th. If you have your hour of birth, you can put that in. But if you don't, that's okay. You can check this off. You can do date selection even without the time, because the most important is actually the year and the day. Okay? Chrissy, you got it? Okay, awesome. Yeah, I guess it depends on the device. And then you can uncheck this date to compare. Again, this is not my website. This is a free website that I have found to be the best of the free ones, right? There's many other ones out there. So let me know once you guys have it. And if you're actually, oops. Yeah, for all of this, the most important, honestly, you don't need any of these things, okay? Honestly, you don't need any of these things. The most important for you guys, because you don't know, most of you probably don't know Chinese characters, you have to click on pillars. So here, I don't know why it won't let me share that. Boost it up. Here, pillars in English. You guys got it? You don't need any of those other things. And you can do modern HHS, but the next most important thing after pillars English is solar calendar. Some schools do use lunar calendar for charting the birth chart. But I used to do lunar calendar, but I have found solar calendar to be more accurate. Most schools use solar calendar. Okay? And all the other stuff we don't need. Oh, yeah. I don't need all that. So once you have that, you guys have it? Let me know. Once you have that, then you hit calculate. You hit calculate here. Okay? Hit calculate. And when you scroll down, you're going to see this chart here. So this chart, I'm just going to do it. This is for a baby that's born right now, born today. And I want you guys have this? Put it in the chat that you are where I'm at right now. Yeah, Amy, that's okay. You can watch the replay later. Plus, Amy, you've seen this in my annual workshop. You've been in my annual workshop for many years now. So you're an old hand on this. I'll give you a minute or so or less. Let me know once you guys have it. Those of you on TikTok, where do you go? Bazi-calculator.com for this. Okay, I don't need this. How are you guys doing? Maybe I can put a get your birth chart plotted, bazi-calculator.com. I'm going to put that there. Oops. Am I still live streaming? You guys are quiet. Maybe you're trying to do your stuff here. Let me know. I'm just going to be here having my tea. The most important part is, so here, I'm going to add something here. The most important part is your year pillar. Oh, where did my vibe board go? And your day pillar. Still here. Okay, awesome, Brita. Thank you so much. I need to know I haven't lost you guys. Oh, hold on. You guys have your chart? It's going to look like this, right? So Chinese astrology is called 4 pillars because there's actually 4 pillars. Right? There's the year pillar. This is the year. Let me move things around. Okay. This is the year, obviously. This is the month. This is the day that you are born. And this is the hour. If you don't know your time of birth, that's okay. You don't need to know that in order to do date selection. The most important ones are the day pillar and the year pillar. Hey, Renya, you have your chart. Awesome. Oh, Amy, you're not working today. Awesome. So now you can join me live, right? And actually, let me do that here. So let me know in the chat once you have your chart. So Renya's got her chart. Just Renya. Everyone else is, hey, Stella. Welcome, welcome. First time seeing me on TikTok. Yay. I know I'm not on TikTok that much. It's just too many platforms to be on. Right. So those of you, if you have your birth chart, next step, okay, perfugium, is it concerning when your pillars inherently clash with your yearly? Clash is not good, but in my Grandmaster's lineage, we have a direct clash and indirect clash. Where so for instance, an indirect clash, let me get rid of this. Just get rid of all this. Okay. So a clash that most people know about is, let's say these two are clash, which actually they're not. Let me see. Yeah. Let's say, okay, so this is the year pillar. Let's say instead of what I have here, I have rat. Right? Rat and horse are considered clash animals. We'll talk about that in a bit. But as long, and this is called the earthly branch, which are the 12 Chinese astrological animals. They are called the earthly branch. And then we have the heavenly stem. Sorry, heavenly stem are the ones at the top here, right? These are heavenly stem and these are earthly branch. Okay? As long as the heavenly stems are also not clashing, then that's fine. If the heavenly stem clash and the earthly branch also clash, that's called a direct clash. That one is the worst. That you should not use whatsoever. But if the earthly branch doesn't have a clash, and you're only getting, let me use blue, and you're only getting a clash in the in the earthly branch, preferably not to use it if you can help it, but if push comes to shove, it's usable. Okay? Kay McNeil, awesome, you have your chart. And Owen has your chart. Yay! I love it that teenagers now listen to all this. Okay, so next step. Once you guys have your chart, whether you have the sample calendar, again, you can get your sample calendar from bit.ly/PowerDaysCalendar. I want you to fill this part in. So for instance, I have this chart here. Okay. I'm gonna take this chart, okay, as a reference so you guys can see that. Oops. Okay. So you see over here, oops, this part here, fire plus means yang fire. Okay? So for the year pillar over here, I'm gonna put yang fire, and then at the bottom I'm gonna put horse. Why horse? Well, I'm doing a chart of a baby that's born today. Okay? So the horse is in the year pillar. Okay? And then so this is the year pillar. This is the month pillar. That's what happens when I make it too big. Okay. Month pillar. I have wood minus or negative is yin wood. And I have goat or sheep here. So for my month pillar, I'm going to put yin wood, sheep or goat. Okay? And then the last pillar, I have water minus, which is yin water, and then I have rabbit here. Ooh, this baby is very smart. Whoever's having a baby today, very, very smart baby. Okay? Whether it's a boy baby or a girl baby, the chart will be the same. Just in case you're wondering. Okay, how are you guys following me so far? Hello, Egg BB. Welcome, welcome. Again, if you need to have your birth chart plotted, go to bazi-calculator.com. And you're also going to need, there's two things you need. You need your birth chart plotted over here, bazi-calculator.com. And then you're also going to need a sample calendar, which I've provided for you. You go bit.ly/Power Days calendar. Lala on TikTok doing, oh Lala, I think I know who you are. Doing good so far, yay. Okay, I'm going slow here because we have a lot of people here. But let me know once you're good so that I know to keep going. Or if you need more time, so I'll give you a little bit more time. Otherwise, we're going to keep going. If I'm not hearing from you guys. And again, if you know your hour of birth, you can put that in. But honestly, for the date selection purpose, we don't need it. Direct clash, yeah, I'm gonna have to look at it because direct clash, there's not a lot of direct clashes. So just because it's water, is it yin water and yin fire? Or one yin and one yang? Again, I don't want to go into like 八字, but that's a good question. Yeah. But don't worry about a clash though. A clash doesn't mean it's smooth sailing, but it also doesn't mean you're doomed. I've done things on clash days. I've done very important things that unfortunately have to happen on clash days. When the day is not good, then you have to go beyond that to make sure you do other stuff. You do your visualization, you do your other actions, make sure you're prepared. Okay. Yeah, I think just because it's yin fire or yin water in your heavenly stem, that in and of itself doesn't mean it's a clash. It has to be heavenly clash and earthly, heavenly stem clash and earthly branch clash. That's when it's the clash that you absolutely don't want to do anything important on, if you can handle it. All right, we're going to keep going. So, since we're talking about clashes, right. So, now we need your sample calendar. So I'm going to show you a sample calendar here. Well, actually, this one I have like 18 months of worth of calendar here, I think. But, so for instance, for this baby, okay, the main things that we want to look at is a few things. Actually, for this one, we're going to look at year pillar is horse. Okay, this is live on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. Right. And you know it's live because I just answered you. Okay, so cross out your personal break days. So this baby that's in my example is a horse baby, right? A horse baby. So if you look at this chart, horse clashes with the rat. Okay? You can go a step further. You can look at your day pillar. This one, I have not taught this in my annual feng shui. Not specifically, right? You can also look at your day pillar. What's the animal that you have in your day pillar? So this baby that's born today is a rabbit, so she clashes with the rooster. So now that you know this baby clashes with the rat and the rooster, okay? Then you go into my sample calendar. Again, if you haven't gotten your sample calendar, bit.ly/power days calendar, you get a sample calendar. I believe you get August, so you can do your date selection for August. And this is what the calendar looks like. Okay, so this is August. And this calendar is a combination of Gregorian, combo of Gregorian calendar, which is the calendar that the whole world uses right now, plus Chinese solar calendar. The Chinese, they have two types of calendar, solar calendar and lunar calendar. For feng shui purposes, for Chinese astrology purposes, for date selection purposes, we're going to use solar calendar. Okay? Which is why you're going to see, even though this is August, right? August 1st starts on Saturday, right? That's for the Gregorian calendar. Oops. However, you're going to see here I put down Yang Fire Monkey Month. Yang Fire Monkey Month in the Chinese calendar only starts as of August 7th and ends September 6th. Which is why on August 7th, you're going to see this whole part here is red. That is how I denote that that is the first day of a Yang Fire Monkey Month. Hey Maria! Ooh, Maria, you were the most recent one to grab my Feng Shui Lopan. Congratulations! Okay. So this is why my calendar is different from other calendars that you're used to. Okay. So it's a combo of Gregorian and Chinese solar calendar. So going back to, actually I'm going to take this bit out. I'm going to put this side by side here. Right. Okay. So you see, so this in my sample, you guys go back to your chart. In my example, right, my baby is born in the year of the horse and the day of the rabbit. And because the horse clashes with the rat and the rabbit clashes with the rooster, then I'm going to go into, in your sample chart, in your sample calendar, you're going to have your August. I'm going to clash out all the days that clash with my example baby. So you're going to see in all the days here, okay, this part is the heavenly stem part. This part, let me use a different color. This part is the earthly branch. Okay. This part, we're going to talk about this in a minute. This is the 28 constellations. So every day has its own constellation in Chinese astrology. And this part is the 12-day officers. And there's more. Just in these little itty bitty boxes here. You're going to see numbers here. This is a little bit, this is the feng shui part, because this is actually a feng shui and astrology calendar. You're going to see little numbers here, right? Those are the flying star chart of the day. If you're not familiar with flying star, this probably means nothing to you. But if you've been following flying star for a while, those of you, my certification students, my annual feng shui students, in this one you get the daily flying star chart. So if you see 7 over here, right? 7, which is August 2nd, okay? Then the daily chart, because over here I already have the monthly chart and the annual chart. The daily chart, this is how it's going to look like. This 7 goes to the center. So it will be 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you have southeast, south, southwest, west, northwest, north, northeast, and east. This is for advanced people. Okay, this is for the advanced people. Now you know the daily flying star chart if you're using this calendar. Okay, that's what the numbers are. And I also get a question about this. This is actually very advanced stuff. This is Xuan Kong Da Gua. Xuan Kong Da Gua. So these are the hexagrams. It's a little bit small. Hexagrams. These are the Gua Yun and the Gua Qi. Okay, the element and the period. And these are the family, the hexagram families. This is specifically for students of mine who have taken Xuan Kong Da Gua date selection. For you guys, you don't have to worry about that. For the purpose of this free training, we're gonna look at mainly this one, a little bit of this, a little bit of this. Okay? And a lot of these other boxes as well. So before we go further, in your sample chart, you're going to see this. Let me just go through what each of the pages give you. So as we've already seen, right? Over here, you're going to see the heavenly stem, which is this part, and the earthly branch of the month. There are 12 Chinese astrological animals, and we have 12 months. So every animal takes hold of 1 month. Okay? And then again, this part is the solar calendar part to say that the Yang Fire Monkey starts August 7th, 2026 and ends September 6th, 2026. Okay? And then you're also going to have the red in every monthly page. This will remind you that that's the first day of the Chinese solar month. And this part here, oh, let me move that. This part here, oh, this is the monthly flying star chart. And out of that, you're going to see, let me make this bigger. You're going to see the bigger sign. Oh. Hold on, let me do it this way. So the big number in each chart is the monthly flying star. The little number in each chart is the annual flying star. So I combined it. And then for those of you who are advanced flying star people, right? We also have the daily, oops. We also have the daily flying star on each boxes here. Okay? And you're going to see these other boxes here. What do they mean? YB is year breaker. Do I have... Okay. YB is year breaker. Y5Y is year 5 yellow. Y3K is yearly 3 killings. Oh, I'm missing this box here. MB is month breaker. There's going to be a box here. M5Y is monthly 5 yellow. And then M3K is monthly 3 killings. These are inauspicious days for everyone. If you are able to do your important activities outside of the dates that have these boxes, that is preferable. Okay, so that is like a quick overview of what you're seeing in the boxes here. So going back to the clash, okay, going back to the clash, my example baby clashes with the rat, clashes with the rooster. Therefore, I'm going to go through, actually I need more space. Let me make this bigger. You guys doing okay so far? Okay. I'm going to go through all the rat days, right? So this is a rat day, August 6th. You see the rat there? That clashes with my baby that I'm doing a date selection for, let's say, right? So I'm going to put a cross sign. I'm going to look for more rat days here. August 18th, that's a cross for the baby. Any more rats? One more here. So the rat days clashes with my baby's year pillar. Okay, I'm gonna bring this here. You guys see that? That's why I'm crossing out the rat days. And then next, I'm gonna cross out the rooster days because my example baby is born on a rabbit day, right? Rabbit day. So then I'm gonna cross out all the roosters. So one rooster here. Okay. One rooster here. One rooster here. So out of, this is the sheet for August. I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days that are bad for, personally, for the baby that I'm doing date selection for. Now you guys cross out your clash days. And let me know in the chat once you're done. Who's still with me? How are you guys doing? Again, if you just joined, first get your birth chart plotted at bazi-calculator.com. Then you grab your sample calendar from bit.ly/Power Days calendar. Perfugium still here, Lala still here, Serafina still here. Awesome. I'm going as slow as I can without having people jump off because I'm too boring. I want to give you guys enough time to go through this. Donna's watching on YouTube. Awesome. Let me know if you're lost. You guys doing okay? Should I keep going? Obviously for the replay, I will like edit out all these quiet parts. Actually, I think for the sample calendar, I gave you guys 3 sheets, right? August, September, and October. I don't remember. Still watching on YouTube. Yay. Oh no, I gave you guys 1 month. Okay. Still here. Okay, still watching on YouTube. Awesome. So we're going to keep going. No one's saying that they need more time. Okay, so just now we did step 1 was to get your chart plotted over here. Right? Yeah, so just August. Sorry. I thought I put 3 months, but I only did 1 month. Okay. Step 2 is cross out your clash days. Oh, Rita said even though I've heard this from previous years, I still find that there's something I've never heard before. Yay. What was it? What's the new stuff? that you haven't heard before? Let me know. What does it mean when plotting your chart and you get suggested a seasonal month? That is not my calculator, so I'm not quite sure what's the intention behind that. I don't even know a suggested seasonal month. Where is that? I haven't seen it. Okay, so yeah, I mean, is it telling? I don't even know. I can't comment on that because I don't know what the calculator creator means by that. It's not, what do you mean by a suggested seasonal month? Like, do you choose what month you're born? No, you're already born. Or what month is your best month? Oh, clash days. Okay, yeah. Oh, the direct clash. Yeah, that's actually, I taught that. We go through that quite a bit in Shen Kong Dagua date selection. I thought you took that, Britta, in my certification. Yeah. All right, so we're going to keep going. Okay. Now we did step 2. We're going to go to, my step 3 is here. Step 3, which is the part that most of you guys probably are interested in. I'm going to make this smaller. So step 3 is determine your direct and indirect wealth days. These are for your financially important days. Okay. Direct wealth days are great for career-related activities like job interviews, asking for a promotion, right? And indirect wealth days are anything that is outside of a salary. So if you have a job that's fully commission, okay, commission only job, you want to use indirect wealth day, even though it's technically a career. But because your income as a commission-only salesperson depends on how much you sell that month, right? Then you should use indirect wealth more than direct wealth for your money-related activities. So how do we do this? We look at the element of your day step, which is let me bring this over. Okay, so the element of the day step. So over here, you look at, this is your day pillar, right? This is the day pillar. You look at what is the element here. So this, remember, if you see a minus, it's yin. If you see a plus, it's yang. Okay? So for this baby that I'm working on, her day pillar, the element of the day that she is born is yin water. Okay? This minus is yin. So her day master, her day stem is yin water. Therefore, her direct wealth element is yang fire. Her indirect wealth element is yin fire. So put it in the chat. How many of you guys have heard, oh, everyone should have a red wallet because wallet symbolizes money? Put it in the chat. How many of you guys have heard that? When in fact, your money element depends on your day stem. It just so happens for my sample baby, her wealth element is fire. Right, Kananda? She's heard it many times. But if you're born on a wood day, your money element is actually earth. If you're born on a fire day, your money element is actually metal. right? Sylvia's heard that. If you're born on an earth day, yin or yang earth day, your money element is water. Nina's heard that too. If your day element is metal day, then your money element is actually wood. So mainstream media just lumps us all into one category, and they say, hey, if you want to feng shui your wallet, everyone get a red wallet, because red is the element of money. Red is the color of prosperity. Nuh-uh. You have to go back to what you have over here on your day pillar. Okay? So now that I know for my sample baby, she was born in a yin water day. So her direct wealth is yang fire. Her indirect wealth is yin fire. Okay? Therefore, I'm going to go through my calendar. Sorry, I'm just going to put some lip gloss. I'm going to go through my calendar and look for money days. Obviously, this baby is just 1 day old. We're not going to do money date selection for her logically, but I'm just using her as an example, right? So, sorry, I need to find my calendar. Okay. So, direct wealth, you can put DW. Indirect wealth, you can put IW. Okay. So, yang fire. So, for instance, over here, I won't do that one because yeah. So, I have yang fire here, yin fire here, right? So, you can put down DW here, direct wealth. This is for my sample. So, you go through the August page and find your money power days. That's what today's live stream is about. Okay? And I'm gonna go look for more yang fire, and more yin fire. Okay? I have yang fire here, yin fire here. So yang fire is direct wealth for my baby. Yin fire is indirect wealth for my baby. Keep going. Okay, yin fire here is indirect wealth. And then yang fire here, direct wealth. So like, look at this. Look at this. August 30th is a direct wealth day for my sample baby. However, it is a personal clash day because I've already X'd this out. Plus, it's also got the yearly 3 killing and the year breaker, which means even though she's got a money energy here, it's not going to be strong for her. So this is how you do date selection. We're not quite done. So I'll give you a couple of minutes to go through the August page to find your direct wealth and your indirect wealth days. Let me know if you guys need more time. You guys good? Hey, Teresita, welcome. Okay. I think we can keep going. So that was step, I know I'm like moving all my pages around. We're step 3. Okay? We were at step 3. Step 4, because we don't want to just focus on money. Health is wealth, as they say, right? So now to determine our heavenly doctor days. So these are great days for our health related stuff. Starting a diet, starting a detox plan, maybe going for a massage. Okay? For that, we look at birth month. So going back to our chart, okay? My baby is born today. My sample baby is born today. Was born on a goat or a sheep month. Goat and sheep is interchangeable in Chinese astrology. Okay? So goat month. Therefore, her heavenly doctor star is a horse. Horse days or horse months. Okay? So I'm going to go through, same thing. I'm going to go through my August sheet. And I will look for horse days. And note it down as my health. Good for health. Okay? This is a horse day. This is a horse day. And that's about it. Hi, Mei. I'm using the iPad. Don't come in. I'm live streaming. Okay. So that is step 4. To determine your heavenly doctor days. How are you guys doing? You guys doing okay? Busy plotting? And again, for this one, I can't stress enough. If you need an emergency surgery and it happens to be your clash day, but it's emergency for a reason, the doctor's not available any other day or whatever, you have to do it on a clash day, or you have to do it on a year breaker day or 3 killing day or whatever, and you can't reschedule, don't delay. Date selection is not make or break. It boosts you. Or it might be unsavory, but it's not like you're going to die if you have a surgery on a clash day. Okay? Do not, this is the part that I get into the most with my annual feng shui members, because they think it's a clash day and they have to do surgery that day, that things are going to be bad. It's not ideal, but it doesn't mean you're going to die on the table. Okay? So what do? I personally go beyond feng shui, right? You know, you can do karmic work. You can do charity work just to like balance out your karma a little bit. You can do your meditation, your visualization, all the other energy, vibration, and frequency work that you can throw at it. Candle work, moon rituals. Okay? Again, date selection is not make or break. It is good if you can plan ahead. What we're doing here is so that we can plan ahead. To look at the calendar and know, oh, these are my good days. Let me make sure I do important activities on my good days. Okay? And so now we're I think in terms of the steps, that's pretty much where we're at. Now you have these days remaining, right? This is where we start looking at the ones over here are the constellation, and the ones over here are the day officers. And you're going to see, even in the sample calendar, I have loose guideline of what the 12 day officers mean. Okay? Established day is good for what? Removed day is good for what? Full day, balanced day, and so on and so forth. I don't even look at this part now, honestly. I just look at what the word is, and I see if I can fit it into the activity that I want to do. Okay? So just because you're not putting up posts or beams or support for a house or important paperwork, it doesn't mean you can't use established day for other things. Established day you can do for starting a business, establishing a detox program, a health program. Maybe what are other things good for established days? Put it in the comment. So it doesn't have to fall into what's here, is what I'm trying to say. Okay? Remove day. Remove day. You can use it for anything that requires removal. So it could be breaking up with someone, putting in your 2 weeks notice at work, maybe decluttering, not that important. Other things would be, garage sale, let's say. Okay? It doesn't have to be prayer or chanting or like clean and sweet. Okay? A full day. It can be to start a sales and marketing blitz for an offer that you have. It can be starting a business, let's say a restaurant. You open your restaurant on a full day because you want your restaurant to be full. Right? It doesn't have to be weddings or moving in or grand opening. It doesn't have to be. This one, again, I just have that because if I don't have this, people are going to ask me. But honestly, I just look at the day, right? Balanced day is good for anything where it's like a win-win situation. Let's say you're filing for divorce, but actually you want the divorce to be as amicable as possible, let's say. Or you want to do a negotiation and you don't believe in a win-lose negotiation. You can do it on a balanced day. Right? A stable day. And you guys on the chat, feel free to add whatever you think would be good for the day officers as well. A stable day. What is stable? Let's say you have a health situation and your doctor just started a protocol. Maybe gave you pills or something. You can start it on a stable day to stabilize your health situation. Right? Initiate day. It can be asking someone out on a date. It can be starting a project. It can be starting a reno. Okay, whatever initiate means. Destruction day. I actually use destruction day a lot for my healing, especially my high dimensional healing when we're doing sessions on removing unjustified karma. We're removing past life or childhood or adulthood or parallel life trauma. We want to destroy it, right? Remove day is good for that too, actually. Okay. Danger day. Danger day, we try not to use a danger day because danger never sounds good. So that would be a day where you don't do anything risky, right? That one I follow. Success day. Anything that you want success in health, in career, in business, in relationships. a receive day. I love doing, especially if there is like a full moon or a new moon that happens to be a receive day. I like to do a candle ritual or a moon ritual on those days. Okay? Or if you want to meditate and get guidance, or go into your Akashic record to get guidance, you're receiving guidance, right? That's receive. An open day. You guys still here? Just listening intently? Please put some stuff in the chat just so I know I'm not like talking to myself. Open day. Obviously great for opening a business, right? Yeah, grand openings, weddings, other things, anything that would be aligned with the energy of open. Spiritual work is actually good for open as well, especially if you want to open your intuition, your clairvoyance, your clairsentience, claircognizance, clairaudience. If you want to deepen your intuition, an open day and receive day is actually really good for that. Opening your channel. Okay? A close day. I actually use a lot of close day for my healings as well, just to close a chapter. Especially healings on like when you're doing healings around trauma. Right? Close day. Close doesn't sound good, but if you use it well, it can help you just move on as well. Okay? So those are the 12 day officers. And I have the 28 constellations as well. Okay? So you're going to see horn, neck, foundation, house, heart, tail, basket, dipper. Oh, by the way, I should make note. The 28 constellations, it has an ox. So be careful when you're looking at ox, because like for instance, August 28th, this is the constellation. It is not the animal sign. So if any of you earlier, if you want to cross out ox days, so what are oxes clashing with? Oxes clash with the goat, right? So if you have a goat year pillar or sheep, goat or sheep, year pillar or day pillar, and you're crossing out ox, just be careful you're not crossing out the ox that is in the constellation position. Okay? Because the animal of that day is actually dog, not ox. Okay? And there's a couple of other repeats as well. So for instance, in the constellation you also get danger. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Danger and ox. You will see them in the constellation position. The ox, you will see it in the animal sign position, and you're also going to see danger in the day officer position as well. So just make sure you know what you're looking at. Okay, again, going back to this, right? The top is the heavenly stem, the bottom, the animal sign, is the earthly branch here, the third line is the constellation, and the fourth line is the day officer. So let's look at the money days for this baby. Look at this, August 10th and August 11th. So 10th is a direct wealth day, which is good for career. 11th is an indirect wealth day, which is good for anything outside of a salary. So investments, business, right? And personally for me, you can choose what you want to do. I actually don't look at the constellations as much. I do look at the day officer. Okay? Maybe because I'm lazy. I don't want to have to look at the chart all the time to see, oh, what does the net mean? What does the beak mean? Okay? So this is not a clash day, right? August 3rd is a clash day. And I don't have any of these boxes here, right? These are clear. And for the day officer, this is a success day and this is a receive day. So if I were this baby, not that this baby needs a money day, it's just a baby right now. These are really good days for her. So if I were you, if you find good days, you go through your months, right? You go through, let's say, this day, okay? Direct wealth day here, but you have a destruction day. It's also a month breaker and a month 5 yellow day. The boxes aren't good, okay? So even though there's money energy here for my baby, I try not to use this day if I can help it. And even this one, the 21st, it's the baby's indirect wealth day. There's no clash, and I don't have any boxes here, so that's good. But the downside is it's a danger day. But you know what? Again, there's no boxes here. There's no full clash. The only thing against it is the day officer. I would still use this for money activities. Because why? Out of the whole month, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 money days. Okay? So we have 6 money days to start. But out of the 6, 1 is already a clash, right? So that brings it down to 5 money days. That's usable. And out of that, this one's got boxes, right? That brings it down to 4 money days. And on top of that, this is destruction. This is danger. Initiate is good, but you have this one, right? So out of the 6, I'm now down to 2 really good. 2 and maybe and a half. So this date is really good. This is really good. And I might still use this one. It's an indirect wealth day. The day officer is good, and I don't have any clash. It does have 1 box, but you know, with everything considered, that's not bad. I do have 1 here. So that's the one downside. So out of a whole month for August for this baby, the really, really strong money days, out of the whole month, I have 3. Really, you know, fairly good ones. Doesn't mean you can't use, doesn't mean you can't use this day. No, you can use it still. It's not a clash day, which is important. It's a stable day officer wise. It's still not bad. So if you can't do your money activities based on the 10th or 11th or the 31st, the 5th is still usable. Okay? It's not a clash, and it's got a good day officer. If you want to look at the constellation, feel free, but I personally don't do it. Okay? And even this, right? Even this one. This is not a clash, right? It's not a clash. The day officers are good, success and receive. So I can still use this, even though it doesn't specifically have energy, direct wealth or indirect wealth energy for this baby. So, any questions? Are you confused? Date selection's not easy. Let me know what are your thoughts and feelings after being exposed to this. Again, for those of you, if you just joined, because I think I'm seeing new people here, you can get your sample calendar here, bit.ly/Power Days calendar. And you can get your birth chart plotted at batza-calculator.com. How is this for you guys? Any questions? If not, I'm just going to end the live stream. I'm here for you. For those of you, if you're wanting to, okay, let me move that. Oh, shoot. Okay. I didn't realize I had comments at the bottom. I had to scroll down. Sorry. Would buying your planner take care of the good selection days? Amy, what do you mean by that? I do have a service where I plot down your good days, and that's based on advanced date selection, which I did not do here because it's a lot. That one can do your head in to do date selection based on that. That's for the full year. So I use Shenkong Dagua date selection, which is basically, so if you see like these guys, so I do the date selection based on this bit. And so your birth chart, so when you get your birth chart, hold on. Yeah. So when you get your birth chart, you'll have your hexagrams as well. So you have your year hexagram, whatever it is, your month and the day hexagram. So let's say, I don't know, right? So I would do your personalized date selection. So I'm going to add this to the broadcast. So this is the question that I'm answering here. Would buying my planner take care of the good day selection days? So that is a personalized date selection. You can DM me if that's something that you're interested in, and I can start any month. I can start September 2026 and I'll do date selection for a year. So from September 2026 until August 2027, I'll personally plot out your date selection, and I'll show you how that looks like. If you guys want to take a look. And that one, I don't just do the day selection, I do the hour selection. So this is actually my one. Screen share. So this is actually my chart. Oh, actually I should show you guys my. So when I do a date selection, it is based off of, so now you guys know my birth chart, but I do it based on the hexagrams, and I do it based on the hexagram families. And so when I do the personalized date selection, it is a bit of an investment, but honestly, 388 US, I have a lot of people opting for that because again, it's more advanced. I get more stuff here. So like for instance, these are additional good days that I can use, and even I have hours in Chinese astrology. Again, there's 12 animal signs, right? And we have 24 hours in a day. So every animal sign reigns over 2 hours every day. So I would then look at your chart, your birth chart, and plot out what are the 2-hour windows that are very good for you. Okay, so that is what a personalized one would look like. This looks like slightly different than the sample chart that you guys saw, but I even for the energies of the month, like Yang Metal Tiger for me is also a national treasure, a month that has national treasure energy, sky fortune energy, heavenly horse energy. That's additional stuff. And if you get the personalized planner where I do the date selection, I will have a list of what all these days mean for you. And again, yeah, so I would have not just these auspicious energies of the day, but also auspicious hours. So if that's what you were asking, Amy, then yeah. So then you don't have to worry about all the date selection. And honestly, this part, doing date selection based on hexagram is one of the most advanced date selection methods out there. Not a lot of people are trained in that. Okay. It was a different and much better view of the days. Oh, awesome. Yeah. So. Oh, yay. Thank you. Would love more videos like this. I will be talking a little bit, much more, not just a little bit more about date selection. I realize I've only been talking about it to my annual feng shui members, and I'm like, why don't I talk about that publicly? So I'm gonna do a little bit more of that. What happened if the health day and the clash day are the same? Then if that's the only day that you have, then you can still use it, but the result might not be as good. Yeah. Oh, same applies to travel or international. Yeah. Oddly enough, I don't have the historical reasoning for this. Oddly enough, on a clash day, it's actually good for you to travel. And in fact, my VIP clients, I have them travel on their clash months, the month that they're clashing, or at least the month where the feng shui isn't good in their room. But obviously, as traveling goes, for me, it doesn't matter if it's just a short trip in the car. I always do a prayer before we start, right? So potential for clash could be, maybe you might lose your passport or anything like that. Obviously, you need to be careful, be aware of your belongings and things like that. So clash days are not always bad. but just be a little bit more vigilant with your things, for instance, or with your surroundings. Yeah. Great question. What is the effect of the days? Will the odds go up of going well? Yes, it gives you a boost. If you happen to have to do it, an important thing on a clash day, it doesn't mean that you can't do good results. I've done important business stuff on a destruction day or on a danger day because I can't wait. I don't have the luxury of waiting, right? Or if I have to travel, or if I have to do an important business meeting and the client doesn't have a lot of leeway. Let's say the client's only in town for two days and we have to meet in one of those 2 days. If it doesn't happen to be a good day, it doesn't mean that it's a complete flop. It just means it might be a little bit less smooth, right? For karma clearing, yeah. I try to do my clearing sessions on good days. If I can't get a good hour, at the very least, I do it on a good day, just to give that boost, additional boost. Yeah. Oh, awesome. Lin Nguyen, welcome. I didn't see you come in there. Another question. Are the 3-day workshop about the date selection going to happen again? Are you talking about certification? Because my certification is 3 days. But for my annual feng shui, if you're referring to the annual feng shui, where one of the workshop is the date selection, that's not going to happen anymore because I just did it publicly here. Instead of giving it only to paid members, that workshop is now in a public forum now. Everyone can see it. A Capricorn Queen. Yes, that's me. Very much a Capricorn. I have to say, I don't know as much about Western astrology than I do about Chinese astrology, but even Vedic astrology or Enneagram or numerology, all of it, once you add all of it, it definitely does give us a lot of insight about ourselves. Is the Heavenly Doctor star under the birth time? It's the birth month. It's the birth month. Yeah, on your Batza chart. Yeah. Yay, Sylvia's got her personalized Chi Life Planner. 3rd year in a row, I think. You've got it. Did someone ask about certification? I must have forgotten about it. I wasn't planning on offering this to the public, but this is what the Grandmaster did anyway. There's no prerequisite to do a date selection course or date selection certification. Certification is the one where we do date selection based on hexagrams. The one where we remember we do it based on. Do I still have that chart? Yeah, we do it based on these things here, the hexagrams. That's the most advanced one. So I don't have a date for that for this year, not live. But if you want to do it asynchronously, meaning you can register for the date selection anytime. And you can start with the recordings. You can go at your own pace. And the next time I have the live certification for date selection, then you can join live. This is what I call asynchronous certification. Once you register for the asynchronous class certification, that will give you 1 free ticket to a live cohort. Same thing with the Flying Star. You can start with the asynchronous Flying Star certification. So again, you start with recordings, but you'll have access to my Facebook group. You can already ask your questions, post your layout and all that. And the next time I have a live cohort, you can join for free. Yeah. The planner, yeah, I actually stopped taking the planner. I actually forgot to turn it back on. So like it's the Chi Life Planner. Okay, so the Chi Life Planner is actually still available. Where that website is on Shopify, and we're still trying to figure out Shopify. It's a new thing for me and my assistant, so we're still trying to like learn our way through Shopify. But it is actually available if you guys want just the 12-month option, the monthly pages. I thought I had oh, here, it's this one. If you want just the 12 monthly pages, you can go to bit.ly/12-month pages, and that's the one where you get 12 months. So you can start. So I already have the pages ready from August 2026 till December 2027. You can start any month. So if you go to that page, actually bit.ly 12-month pages. So let me. Okay, I think you guys see this. Okay, so yeah, so if you go to bit.ly 12-month pages, okay, you can get this for 12. So it's 12 monthly sheets. It's a digital download. It's a PDF. Okay, it's 12 printable monthly pages. Can you guys see what I'm pointing here? Yeah. Okay. It's only letter size, so you get this format here for 12 pages, and it includes video training on date selection, similar to what you guys have here. Okay, and it's instant. You can download it, and you can start any month. So you can start August and end it July 2027, or you can start September 2026 and have it end August next year, or you can start October 2026 and have it end September. Yeah, and it is 19 US. I know this is in Canadian dollars, so Canadian dollars is 28. But if I were to, yeah, so you can look at it in your own. Canada, remember you're Brazil, right? Yeah, so it'll be. Oh, I guess I have it only on US dollars. I could change that. Again, I have to figure out on Shopify how to do it. But yeah, so that is. So if you don't want the personalized one, it's available. If you do want the personalized one, I do have a link for that, but just email me or DM me and I'll give you the link. Is the link not on my screen? Yeah. bit.ly/12-month pages. If you want the personalized one where I do the date selection for you, that one is there's two options for that. You can do it a physical planner, which is my one here. So I actually printed out. Oh, by the way, I made a new cover for myself. You guys want to see? Does this look like me? Does this look like me? I made a cover for my Chi Life planner because I'm just weird like that. But yeah, so do you guys like that cover? Yeah, so I have another video about my Chi Life planner where this is the daily page, but it's a different size. It's a different size, so that way I can see the monthly page, and I actually have the weekly pages open as well. I'm going to do more videos talking about this. But where's my weekly? So this is my weekly page. I'm a little bit ADD. I need to see my month, my day, and my year. My month, my day, and my week all at once. So it's big. So this is the month. Oh, sorry, this is the week, and this is the month. And I would have my daily stuff here, right? So, and I have it on like a recipe book stand, so I can see everything. I know it takes up a lot of space, which is why I usually close when I don't need my weekly one as much, so I close my weekly page. That way I have the month and the day and my to-dos for that day. Yeah, I think it's cute. And oh, by the way, for the personalized calendar, some of you guys, oh, well, Sylvia's got a personalized one. Not only do I do the date selection and the hour selection for you guys, but you can also tell me what cover you want. You can choose. I give you. You can go into this website that has all the images that you want. I've had clients who chose, you know, pictures of a garden or pictures of the beach or pictures of whatever, because, okay, so the date selection part is done, but this is just us talking now. I'm a little bit ADD, like I said, and I love the idea of using planners for productivity, but one, I need it colored. So I can't do a planner that's just black and white. Two, if it has a cover that I love, it increases the chances of me opening it, right? Three, it has to be modular. So, which is why I have it on a disc like this. Not a lot of people have seen disc-bound planners. Because yeah, you guys like the cover. Thanks, Renya. Thanks, Lisa. Because that way I can take, like, this is the page with my hexagrams, right? If you guys, I don't know if you guys can, yeah, this is the part that I do my hexagram my date selection on. I can just take this, take it out, and then put it easily into, let's say I want to put it here, right? I could, it's hard for me to do it holding it up, but I can just pop it in like this in a different part of my planner. And this planner is not just a planner, it's got my business stuff. I call it my transformer. So I basically like this part is my planner part, this part is my planner part. This part now is a different book. This is my advertising, my marketing strategy. I have my other stuff in here, right? So I need everything in one. And if a planner is already bound, it's already stitched, it's already stapled or whatever, it doesn't make it modular enough for me. And that drives me crazy. That's why the disc bound makes a lot of sense for me. I can take out the pages I don't need. I can put in pages. And this one literally has like 4 books, right? This is like my planning stuff. This section is my planning stuff. This section is my sales and marketing part. This section is all the other, I take a lot of courses. So all the teachers that I have, I have a section for each of them in my planner. My notes, the most important notes, the things that I want to learn the most, all my course notes from different teachers, right? It can be astrology, it can be for Facebook marketing or whatever. They're all in one book. So that's me. And that's also why I started the Chi Life Planner calendar. Because, oh, You guys want to see traditionally how a Chinese calendar looks like? This. Okay, let me put this aside. Sorry. Where am I? Okay, here. Let me move this away. Yeah. This is what, I don't even remember what year this is. This is what the Chinese calendar looks like. I grew up, I'm half Chinese. So my maternal side, my mom is Chinese. So my grandma would have this calendar hanging on her wall, and every day you just tear one sheet, right? And it would have all the information here. But if you don't read Chinese, which I do, if you don't read Chinese, you won't know what the heck is going on, right? So this is, yeah, so every day, this is basically like 365, right? This is what the older generation used to do their date selection. And I also use, this one is from Master Raymond Lowe, 10,000 year calendar, but it's also in Chinese. If you guys can, I don't know, yeah, it's also in Chinese. Lucky for me, not only am I half Chinese, I went to Chinese school for 12 years, 6 years. I can read and write in Chinese, which actually lends very well to me being in this industry, because I'm now also studying under a Taiwanese grandmaster. He doesn't know a lick of English, but me and him, we think alike. So, so me speaking, reading, writing Chinese actually works really well. But before I had the Chi Life Planner, I had the Gregorian calendar, and I had this calendar. And yet, it doesn't give me the day officer. It doesn't give me the hexagram. It doesn't, the Gregorian calendar, I'm like, oh, what's the first day of the, for the first day of the 4th month in the Chinese calendar? You can't see it on the Gregorian calendar. So that's why I had to combine the Gregorian and the solar calendar together, so that I don't have to like look at so many different things, right? My Google Calendar is wild after the date selection class. Yeah. But honestly, I've never been so productive until I started using a paper planner. Who here is ADD? We go squirrel all the time. We have so many ideas. Oh, this is also my idea book. All my ideas are in here. Otherwise, I have one sheet of paper there, another sheet of paper there. They're all over the place. I needed them in one command center, right? So, but ever since, I've heard from people, ever since they started doing the date selection, again, it's not make or break, but things turn out much better. I have some of my students and some of my members who also do a lot of social media work, and they say ever since they started pushing content out with date selection, they started getting more views, started getting more results, right? So yeah, I'm gonna talk about date selection and productivity even more in upcoming videos and upcoming trainings, if you guys are, you know, into things like that. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I wanted to share with you guys today. Hopefully it's something that is useful for you guys. And let me know if you have any questions. And I will be talking about the Chi Life Planner a little bit more, either the personalized one or the non-personalized one. If you want to have the actual like daily sheets or weekly sheets, like my weekly sheets, let me take it out. Do you guys want to see the daily sheets and the weekly sheets? I don't want to make the live stream too long. If no one wants to look at it, then we'll just end it here. Um, no one? How many people do I still have? Let me see. You need a servant who can follow you around and pick up all your golden eggs. My sister, that's hilarious. My sister is my assistant, and thank God my assistant is my sister because I don't think other people can handle me. I honestly, other people would think Safrina has too many ideas for her own good. Like, I'm a workaholic. It's hard for me to stop. It's hard for my brain to stop. But I just have, like, just go, go, go all the time. Yeah. No one wants, you guys, yeah, it'd be great to, okay, so Alexis and Renya wants to see it. Okay. So, let me screen share. So there's a few, so let's take a look at the daily one. Okay. So you can have it downloadable PDF, or you can also get a physical one mailed out to you. Although, be mindful that if you order a physical one, once it arrives, you have to pay customs on that. I can't pay it on your behalf. Okay. So this one is what I call the daily journaling part. So again, you also see the heavenly stem and the earthly branch. You also get the day officer and the constellation. This is the planner part now, right? Your 3 priorities, your notes. What am I most grateful for today? What did I do that gave me joy, satisfaction? What's my win today? No win is too small. And I purposely made them small because you don't have to journal for 2 hours. Honestly, just journaling like 1 or 2 sentences is good. So that's the daily mini journaling. The timeline, you can also do it this way. So again, you have all these information here, your top 3 priorities, and then if you want to put your daily schedule here, that's fine. For personalized planner, the ones where I do the date selection for you, if you want to change your timeline, let's say you're like, Safrina, I don't need 7 to 8. I actually had one personalized one. She wanted 24 hours because she works at night, but she also has stuff happening during the day. So it made the lines very thin, but it was a 24-hour timeline. And then I have the boxes as well, what I call boxes. Oh, by the way, this one is those of you who subscribe to my monthly Flying Star updates. This is where you can do your notes, right? So your southeast, your south, southwest, whatever's happening for that month, you can, like, in terms of where to put your salt here, where to increase usage, where to minimize usage, and all that, you can just make a note of them here. So this is what I call boxes. Again, you have the usual, right? The astrological stuff here, your top 3. And then these, there are 6 boxes. You can do a work column and then a life column, or maybe you can do morning, afternoon, and night. Or if you have 5 kids or 6 kids, maybe a kid will get 1 box, whatever. Whatever you want to do. And then just really quickly, what brought me joy today, and today I'm grateful for. Right? That's the daily formats. And the weekly formats, I've got a couple. So this is, by the way, actually this is probably not, I'll do this one. These are fold outs. Why does it look so weird? Hold on, something's wrong here. Why is it opening weird for me? Okay. The reason why it looks like this is because this is the part that's visible with a planner open. And this is the part where you can scribble. So again, if I were to show you my weekly one here. Okay, I haven't done this, but this is how, because it's a fold out, then I can see my full week here, right? And then this page over here, I can just do my notes, right? Sorry, you guys are seeing my daily stuff there, but yeah, so that's why it's formatted for me where I can see everything. But I have other I'm not the only one who likes to see the month and the week and the day all at once. I can guarantee you I'm not the only one, because I've done my market research and I have clients who have ordered this planner from me. This is the 3rd year. We're going into our 4th year with a Chi planner. I've had ladies who come back for their planners like 3 years in a row because they like that format the same as I do. Yeah. And then, so yeah, that's weekly, but boxes. And what are the other weekly ones? Yeah, so you guys saw this one earlier where again you have the stuff here, and then you can do your whatever additional things, boxes. And did I do this one? Yeah, this one's a little bit off formatting wise, I'm not quite sure, but anyway, all these are in PDF formats. You can order these just as a PDF. Again, the website's a little clunky right now, so I almost don't want you, there's a lot of broken links. I'm not a Shopify expert, so everything is like I'm like, what button do I push? So me and my sister were trying to make the Shopify website a little bit more cohesive. But if you're interested, let me know, because you can choose. You can pick and choose what size. This is a 7x9. This is a 7-inch by actually 8.5 inch. Not really 9-inch. And then here's one that's, I mixed this, but there's a half letter size as well, which is this. This is a half letter size. So right now for the Chi planner, there's 2 sizes. Sylvia is the only one that I made an A6 size because she's traveling. But because she's Sylvia, I made a personal one for her. Yeah. So people ask me, Safrina, how do you do everything that you do? Before this, it really felt like I was spinning plates in the air. Like before 2023 and prior to that, there were so many things that I'm like losing track of. So once I had the planner the way I needed it to be, I don't know why it took me so long to build the planner, but just like how I built the calendar the way I needed it, I incorporated it into a productivity system that works so well for me. And the last 3 years, I've been the most productive I've ever been in my almost 20 years of business. And I credit my planner a lot for that. I use digital too, Kananda. I use a digital calendar, my Google Calendar, just so, because sometimes when I'm sitting at my computer and I'm working, I get time blind. I forget 3 hours has passed and my tummy's growling, and I'm like, why is my tummy growling? And I look at the time and I'm like, I'm way past my lunchtime. So if I'm focusing on something, the rest of the world don't exist. So I needed the Google Calendar so it like reminds me that I have a call coming up. So I use that still, but so it's a combination of digital and paper planner. But studies have shown if you use a paper planner, you're way more productive. A lot of people are, and I'm kind of entrenched in the productivity role right now. Many of us, we do a hybrid. I do a hybrid, but it's 75% planner, paper, 25% digital. And that's how it works for me. I'm not saying my way is the only way, but you have to figure out what's the productivity method for you, right? But between the calendar in aligning the best energy, vibration, and frequency to the work that you do, and then your actual actions, you also make sure that you, but this is if you want to be more productive, I cannot recommend this book enough, The 12-Week Year. And actually, I am coming up with sheets that align with the 12-week year that I will be combining with my Chi Life Planner. That's coming for the next couple of months. Will shipping within US has extra custom fee? I'm in Canada, Agbibi. So unfortunately, your beloved president has made it more expensive for you guys to get stuff from Canada. So if you want the physical planner, actually for the US, I don't think it's that bad. Honestly, I don't know. I've been shipping it to my ladies in the States. No one has told me that it's been, or maybe everyone's just kind of expected that there's going to be custom fees. So I don't know how much they paid for that. Yeah. And plus, there's been changes recently. So actually, I don't know. It's hard to keep track with all the tariff and all the other stuff. I don't know what the rates are nowadays. It just keeps changing every other day. So, which is why if you want to do the downloadable, that would be the one that I would suggest. But that means you have to print it out yourself. And I have clients who went from the physical to the downloadable. They went back to the physical because they're like, I can't be bothered trying to figure out my printer. You just print it for me. Yeah. And especially if you want it colored, if you bring it colored to the colored format into Staples, they're going to charge you, they're not going to charge you black and white printing fees. They're going to charge you colored printing fees, which is not cheap. So, you know, but if you want, you can let me know your postal code. Shipping to the US is actually not bad. It's about 24 Canadian, which is like, I don't know, maybe $20 US. And they're heavy because we're talking about almost 8 pounds. 4 of these guys. 4 of the 7 by, well, even the letter size is not that much because I use high quality paper. It's 32-pound paper. They're nice and thick. I'm a paper snob. So when I did the Chi Life Planner, the physical one, yeah, if actually maybe email me, Safrina@fengshuiandprosper.com. Oh, this is new actually. Is it sending for? Oh, awesome. So I just put my email address there. You can just email me there and remind me your date, postal code. And then I'll see how much shipping would be. Again, I don't know how much customs would be. I have shipped to Europe. That shipping to Europe is expensive. But I have clients who've done 2nd year, actually maybe 3rd year. I think both of them from like Croatia and Italy. I think they've been doing the personalized one for 3 years with me now. Shipping is expensive and there's customs. Yeah, so that's the downside of the physical planner. You can do, by the way, if you want the personalized planner where I do the date selection for you, but you want it downloadable, instead of $388 US, it'll be $288 US because I just give you the PDF and you print everything out. Yeah. Sylvie, yeah, Sylvie says, my personalized Chi Life Planner is one of the amazing portals for me. I need your video. But then again, Sylvia's the only one where I did the, what was it, A5 or A6? It's A6 size, isn't it? I did the A6 size for her, which is more travel friendly. Yeah. So, yeah, email me if you have any questions. About the Chi Life Planner. I will be doing more. Actually, I will be doing a workshop. I'm doing things a little bit differently. Who here did my visioning workshops in prior years. I'm going to be combining my visioning workshop, which is kind of like feng shui plus vision board. This year onwards, I'm going to have it plus the 12-week year, or at least, well, I guess it's trademarked, but it'll be inspired by the 12-week year. So it's a great book, by the way. Grab this book. Maybe we'll have a book club based on this, because there's no point having good feng shui or even, you know, doing date selection if you're not productive, if you're not maximizing the time of those, you know, auspicious days or even auspicious months, right? So yeah, so the upcoming visioning workshop is actually going to be feng shui vision board plus mindset work plus productivity. It's going to be a triple threat. I can't wait. I cannot wait for that. Right. I don't see any other questions from you guys. I'm gonna leave you here. Thank you so much for joining me live. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your feedback. And you're in Kananda, you're in the middle of Vision 2026. Okay. Yeah. Hope you enjoy it. It's where it's so powerful, especially when you do vision board with the additional layer of feng shui in there. You don't just put your vision board anywhere in the house. You place it in a specific spot in your home, again, just to boost it, right? But I've gotten really great feedback. People who are like, I've been doing vision board for years and whatever, nothing came through until I did the feng shui vision board my way. A lot of the other feng shui vision board workshops out there are not substantial enough. They don't go deep enough. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone. I really, really appreciate you. I'll see you guys hopefully in my next live stream. Take care.